welcome back to my channel. I know I haven't filmed in such a hot minute. Basically I had some internet problems, but now I fixed them, so I'm coming back and I'm going to try and start being more dedicated and filming more, you know. So I'm actually doing a collaboration with Nikitahs, who is a makeup artist who is on Instagram, and she's also on YouTube as well. So her Instagram page, Nikitahs, she's actually incredible. Like, are we joking right now? Look at that cut crease, so good. Leave her Instagram name and her YouTube link down below, because obviously if you guys are checking out my look, you should go and check out what she's done as well. I'm not really too sure what I want to do today. I've got like something in my mind, but I don't really know how. I don't know, we'll just see if it turns out good. And I don't have a mirror. This is a good start, isn't it? Let's just jump in. So I'm going to first be priming my face with the NYX Pore Filler Primer. It's my favourite. So I'm just like really focusing that mainly on my T-zone area. My pores I find are worse like on my cheek area. Tell me when I fill them in. Right, now I'm going to do my foundation, and I'm going to give this one another shot, which is the EX1 Invisiwear Liquid Foundation. I've tried it a couple of times. I don't mind it when it's mixed with the Smashbox, I think it's Smashbox Studio Skin Foundation. I don't mind when it's mixed with that. I think purely I don't really like it because it's not my colour. But we're going to give it another go today. So what I've done is I've pumped up my dirty Real Technique sponge with MAC Fix Plus, purely because I forgot to blow it up with water and I don't want to get up. Oh, it's very dark. It doesn't matter, it's okay. It's fine. Different to use a darker foundation. Usually I get all the mean comments because people think my foundation is too pale for my face, but in reality I'm just a pale bitch. Then I will take my, and then I'll take my Real Technique sponge. Oh my god, it's gone all lumpy from where I've like squirted the Fix Plus in. So I've never tried this foundation with like a sponge or a beauty blender before. I've never really used a beauty blender before. I tried the Peachykeen sponges, but I just didn't love it. I mean, I don't know. But then Emma, who is another girl on Instagram, looks like Valerie, and I don't know. I'll leave her link down below. She's so great, and she told me that this sponge is going to change my life, and you know what? It has done. Take the rest of that foundation and just build up wherever I think I need it. I'm not hating it. Every other time I've used this foundation, I've used it with a brush, and I just haven't really liked the finish of it. I thought it went patchy, and obviously the colour, but I do have a bit of a tan on today, like left over from the weekend, so maybe that's why it matches a little better. But I am really liking it, how it's applying with the sponge. Yay! I'm going to fill in my other eyebrow, and to do that I'm just using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in Soft Brown. So I'm just going to brush them through with a spoolie. Tame the wild beasts. Then taking the angle brush, I'm going to just sort of do like small strokes through the end. Just, it creates like I don't know, I guess it almost looks less blocky. It almost looks like a little bit like, I don't want to say real hair because I don't think it ever looks like real hair, but you know, maybe it's like an illusion. So just filling in the sparser areas, and then I like to create that line underneath at the front and just go through the arch. Make sure you're blending it down. I'm just setting them with some eyebrow set. So this one is by MAC. But any will do. I think they all sort of do the same job, don't they? So this brush that I'm using to just blend out the concealer on my eyelid is by Models Prefer, and it is the Airbrush concealer brush. You have carved out all the underneath of the eyebrows and primed the eyelids. I want to set that concealer, and for that I'm using this little NYX eyeshadow that came in the NYX advent calendar. I'm gonna get this video up before Christmas, obviously, because it's a Christmas makeup look, so that means that the calendars are still on sale. So I know that here in Australia you can get them from Priceline Pharmacy. They're so cute and you need to get one. Like, just the little eyeshadows that come in them, they're so adorable. Here, I've got a few on my little table right here, so I'll show you. But look at this. So pretty, and isn't the little packaging just so cute? So what comes in the calendar is you get, look at this, oh my god, this colour is so pretty. So what comes in the calendar is you get a mixture of these little baby eyeshadows, and you also get some miniature NYX matte lip creams, which are super nice as well. So yep, so I'm just taking one of the shades that came in the advent calendar, which is called Seal, I don't know, but it's just a cream like matte bone eyeshadow colour, just to set down concealer. So just chucking that on with a MAC 224 brush. Is like a burgundy maroony cut crease with the glitter, glitter on the inner corner, cat eye, and some snowflakes. So I'm going to show you how I got this on this eye. My god. Okay, there's vacuuming going on outside, but I don't want to be sat here all day, so I'm just going to film with the noise. Maybe I'll wait till he's on carpet. Okay, so for this look I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. Mine is looking seriously beaten up, but that's purely because I use it pretty much every single day of my life. You don't even want to know what it looks like inside. Going to first for my transition, use the shade up here, which is called Buon Fresco. Using that on my Morphe M441 brush, making that in the crease. We don't have to be too neat out here, and we don't have to be too neat on the lid, because I'm going to cut it with concealer, and we're going to put concealer under our eyes anyway, so it doesn't really matter that much. You just want to make sure that it's like super blended. And then I'm going to switch brush to the MAC 217 and take this Venetian red . So in like little circular motions, just blending that all out. And then I will just keep building that colour up until it's as deep as I want it to be. So I like to focus most of it just down here, really pushing the brush in just to make sure that's where the most payoff is, and then taking the brush and just blending out the edges. And you can even take a clean brush, this one is by Zoeva, and just keep running over it. from the same Modern Renaissance palette and just literally do the exact same thing. And all of that up, I will be taking that NYX shade, one of the NYX shades that I showed you at the start of the video, which was this one, Building Depth. Start at the base of the eyelid and just whack that down. And then I'll get more precise as we come up into the crease. Now everybody's crease shape is different. The shape that I do on myself might not be right for you. I mean, I really wish that I took this a little tiny bit higher, but I didn't, so you know, you practice and you learn. So basically just laying that brush flat on the eyelid and just curving it around, winging it out at the end. And then I just like to keep playing with the concealer until I think I've got it how I want it. That same NYX shade that we used to set the concealer, and I'm going to, oh man, set down all of this. It's okay if you stuff up a little tiny bit, you can just take the same brush and just blend over the edges. So just, I really like to have this set down before I start moving and opening and just moving my eye in general, just because it will transfer if you don't set it. And I like to heavily set this. So now for the glitter liner, I'm going to first be using this Too Faced glitter glue, and I'm going to take that on a tiny little brush. Draw just like directly on and a tiny little bit above this line. Once that is down, you can take your glitter. I'm just using MAC Reflex Pearl, and just go press on top very gently. Just start to press on top of that line. And you can make this as opaque and as sheer as you want. With this glitter glue, you will be surprised how easy this is to do, and also putting the glitter where your crease, where you've cut your crease, if you made any mistakes or anything, it really just hides it. Glitter hides every mistake and it makes everything better, unless the mistake is the glitter and you screw it. Okay, see? And once we have the wing on, I'm going to go ahead and attempt to do these Snowflakes NYX White liquid liner, and I'll start at the front. So basically I'm just going to draw a plus sign, oh no, like a straight line. So here, I'll show you. So I'm just going to draw like a straight line down like this. And then a diagonal line this way, diagonal line this way, just like that. And then if you want, you can do little tiny zoots coming off it. To just do 2 more of them, so one in the center, so straight line down and across, mouth. And I'm just gonna take little dots and just dot it around. Because it looks like snow. Come down and work on my lower lash line. So taking this Inglot eye and lip crayon, just chucking that in my waterline, and taking a little short shader brush by Morphe. This is the M408, and going back in with the Copenhagen shade from NYX and just smudging out that black. I'm going to take that glitter and put it just under this little wingy down here. Apparently we're vacuuming again. For my lashes today, I am just using this style Eye Workup Like This by Socialize. Taking the same concealer that we used to set our eyelids and whatever to the MAC Pro Longwear, and I'm just going to chuck that under my eyes. That same little Real Techniques sponge, just blending up all of them. This is the point where you can like get rid of that eyeshadow that's gone too far out over here. Let's just dab over it with the Beauty Blender or with your brush. It's all of the under eye area. So for that, taking the NYX contour kit, I'm just using this really pale shade here. And I'm also going to set the Cupid's bow, chin, nose and forehead. Okay, so to contour, just again using the same NYX contour palette. And I'm going to take a mixture of these two middle shades right here. So I just basically build that up until I think I'm cut enough. Forehead, I like to do it with a different brush just because sometimes I find like having to blend bigger areas with that brush just makes me go patchy. I don't know if that's my blending skills or if it's the brush, or I don't really know. But for my forehead, I just take this Real Techniques buffing brush and just get right up in there. Blush, just using this one by MAC, and it is called Peachykeen. Then for highlight, I'm just going to take the NYX Genius Strobe palette, and I'm going to take a mixture of this one here and this one here. I just feel like as soon as I put highlighter on, I feel like a new person. Nose, bridge of the nose, Cupid's bow, and chinny chin chin. Can finish off with a lip colour, and I'm deciding to go with nude. Purely because we have snowflakes on our eyeballs. I mean, you could probably rock whatever colour with this though. I mean, it's already outrageous enough. Why not just chuck on a bright fuchsia? Do you know what I mean? But I'm just going to stick with nude just purely because I think it would be more flattering. I also really think that a shade that's similar to what's in the crease would look really nice. I'm trying to think like what kind of colour. I can't think off the top of my head, but you know, just like a nice burgundy lip colour would suit it so well. I feel like it would be really complimentary. But I'm just going to use Anastasia Beverly Hills Stripped liquid lipstick. So this is the finished Christmas. So this is the finished Christmas look. Would you wear it on Christmas Day? I don't know. I'd wear it purely because Christmas is fun and, you know, why not? It honestly wasn't that hard to create. I know it's like it looks complicated and stuff, but seriously, like when you're doing a cut crease with eyeshadow, you don't have to be careful at all as to where you're blending the darker crease tone eyeshadows. It does not matter because you can just go in with a concealer and a flat brush and clean it up. Or like, you know, and if you find it too hard to I don't know how to say, if you find it too hard to just take the flat brush and carve out along your eye, like if you've got too much skin on your eyelid or whatever. The only reason I was not pulling my eye tight is because I was holding a mirror in my hand. So if I was not holding that mirror, I would be pulling my eye tight, and you can just get it done in one swoop. Honestly, it's so easy. If you haven't given a cut crease a try, like you seriously should. And if you make any mistakes, like I make mistakes with the concealer, like I opened my eye before I set it so it smudged up to the top, and all I had to do was go in with the glitter and stick the glitter on top of it, and it was fine. I really recommend you jumping out of your comfort zone and giving things a go, even if you just want to do this makeup for like Instagram, or you know, just because you're bored one day and want to look like a snowflake. I don't know. Really make this look wearable. You don't have to do the glitter, you don't have to do the snowflakes. You could take all of that out and just take the steps for the cut crease, and you don't even have to do the cut crease. You could literally just do the wings. I've literally done like 5 tutorials in one video right now. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, if you do recreate this look, please tag me in it on Instagram. And I just want to say a really quick thank you. Like I can't even believe the amount of support and I guess growth that has happened with literally in the past month. It's actually insane, and I just want to say thank you so much. And this is why I really want to start dedicating like so much more of my time to YouTube and to like building a relationship with you. Nikitahs makeup look, she's so talented. Like if you go on her Instagram right now, you literally need to go on her Instagram right now and watch her eyeliner videos. They are freaking insane. The girl draws Holly with eyeliner on her eyeball and a bauble. She drew a bauble on her eye. I can't even draw like 4 straight lines, you know? She's crazy. She's so good. So yeah, I mean, you would have seen right in the very intro what she's done, and I haven't seen it yet, but I know like from what she's told me, it's going to be stunning. So you need to be going to check her out. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. I'm really excited to come back and do stuff. Let me know down in the comments anything you want to see, or let me know on Instagram if there's any videos on there that I've done that I probably haven't filmed for YouTube. Let me know if you want me to film them for YouTube, because I'm more than happy to. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you next time.